Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over the cryptocurrency market, talk about why the bottom's in. Most people won't tell you that because the reason why is the traditional markets over there. It's got to drop like a rock. They have to drop like a rock first, and then they'll be willing to say the bottom is in on Bitcoin. But I heard a rumor too, guys, and it's not a rumor. It's actually true. Pantera Capital, the CEO of that one, said the bottom's in. If he says the bottom is in, can the bottom be in? All right. I'm just joking around, guys. I think the bottom's in on Bitcoin. Like, undoubtedly, 99% shot, guys. The bottom is in on Bitcoin, barring a black swan event. All right. Black swan event happens, then you say that. Now, I got the S&P 500 on my computer screen, guys. And one of the reasons why I do is you want to pay attention to this bad boy over here. It does have bearish signals coming up, and it's looking like it's going to be doing a correction, possibly, okay? The issue that I have with it is what kind of correction is it going to be doing? Because this definitely can be a five-way move right over here, okay? This over here can be a five-way move. Let me put on the candles just a second. This right here, I mean, can be a five-way move, okay? So is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or is this a flat, okay? I'm going to go over this again, guys. This is the problem with Elliott waves, why I can't trade it. See? Can't trade them really, okay? You have to be careful trading them. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? And then it's correcting up an ABC and then back down for 3? Or is this 1, 2, 3, an ABC flat? And I'm looking at it, guys, and to me, it looks like a flat right there, okay? And you got a five-way move in here. Put it back on line chart. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with bearish divergence. That's the signals. Those are the bearish signals I was talking about to bring it back down. So where's it going to correct to? So, hey, it remains to be seen right here. I'm watching the news. I'm listening to everybody, and everybody is so sure that the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, and everything is going to drop like a rock and break new lows, break the previous lows over here, guys. And that's usually a very that's just like Bitcoin at the top, guys. That was the same. That's the same attitude, same mentality. When Bitcoin was at 60K and everybody said it was going to 100K. Okay, so. I'm just saying, I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be watching. If that thing does come down and do a little correction and it gets out of there, I wouldn't be shocked at all, guys. I would not be shocked in the S&P 500. So back to Bitcoin. Here's the deal with it, guys. I was going through the assets. I made a post on Twitter about that. And you want to be very, very careful shorting anything right now, especially cryptocurrencies. They're just simply too bullish. And even when the cryptos look like they're in maybe a topping pattern, they keep on going. They keep on going. Why? Because Bitcoin keeps going. It keeps going. So, like, say, for example, let's see here. I'll go to one, Phantom. Let's go to Phantom. Let's check out Phantom real quick before we go over Bitcoin. I had a couple things I wanted to go over with you on that. So you got a daily chart, and you can see there's Phantom right there. Right, and you run the fib numbers. I'm put on logarithmic for the time being. You put it on fib numbers, and it's a perfect hit on the fib numbers. Everything, it looks beautiful, and you're like, oh wow, yeah, there you go. You got your bearish divergence, and you're thinking like maybe 40 or 41 cents be the top. Well, there it goes again. Now it's at 46 cents. I think, is it? Yeah, 46 cents. And so they just keep going and going. Quant is the same way. You know, so all I'm saying, guys, is just be careful. So here's the thing. Here's what's going on, guys. Okay. So I made a previous video about this, okay, to let you guys know that even when Bitcoin is, I said it about the DXY, okay. And that's the other thing is too, the USDT chart. I wanted to go over that real quick with you guys too. Because the USDT has a whole bunch of, it has a bunch of bearish divergence or bullish divergenceness down here, guys. So there's going to be some sort of correction somewhere along the line on that end of it. But going back over Bitcoin, guys, is like when Bitcoin is bullish, okay, just like I was talking about when the DXY was bullish. I use the DXY as an example. So the DXY was just going up, back down, up, back down, up, back down, up, back down. It just kept going and going. And everybody's talking about, YouTubers talking about the DXY going to 120, and then it was 130, it's 150, it's 160, and 170. Just going on with these outrageous claims on a DXY. Where is it now? It hit the number that I had said it was going to hit, by the way, right in that area. And I said, okay, it's probably done. But the deal is on the correction, when it did a correction, right, it didn't really move the markets too much. I mean, it did every now and then, but once the DXY is actually bearish, right? But even when it's going to go bullish over here a little bit, it's not going to have as much of a dramatic effect on the assets. Okay, so even though it's bearish right now, right? It's bearish, but it's going to correct. It's going to be bullish, and don't be surprised if you see some things go up when it's bullish because it's in a correction. So the same thing here with Bitcoin, just opposite. So Bitcoin is bullish, right? And then Bitcoin stops and it's in here doing a correction and doing something like this. But then you go over to, let's say, Phantom, and Phantom's going boom, 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 up like that. And you're like, man, why Bitcoin's doing a correction? It's because the markets now know that the markets are bullish. The trend now is up and to the right. Okay, it's the trend. The markets now know that the trend is more than likely up and to the right. Okay, for the cryptocurrency market. Okay, not everybody. I would say 70% of you don't believe it's up and to the right now, according to poll data of other YouTubers in the Twitter polls. 70% of you still think this is a scam pump on Bitcoin. 70%. So. And that's usually how they work. They don't believe it. Go over to the chart. It has the chart over there. At the bottom, there's depression, there's anger, and then it starts curving back up, right? A little bit on that chart, right? Down there at the bottom, starts curving back up. The markets are going up, and they have a big disbelief over there. Nobody believes it. It's all one big fake out. So, and then if you go to my Twitter page, I told you guys, look, here's the deal with Bitcoin. I got a whole whopping 503 followers. And personally, I think I'd rather keep it small. I'd rather have a niche site. I want to help people out rather than having thousands of people on my channel, but we'll see how it works out, guys. But where did I put it? Here it is, coming FOMO wave. I put that on there. I told you I wasn't going to remove it because I do believe, that this is, we're in it now. We're in it now. So here's the deal. Is Bitcoin going to do some sort of correction? I do think at some point it would be healthy for Bitcoin to probably get down to this area, maybe even down here, which is nothing, guys. That is nothing for Bitcoin. I mean, for Bitcoin just to go like right from there to there, it's like a 9% drop. And that would be a really nice, healthy correction for Bitcoin. And personally, I mean, I would buy that dip. I would have no issue buying that dip, guys. No issue at all. Okay, so a little 9%. And then it can continue on. However, it is so bullish. I have no idea at this point. Is it could come back down and do another trek up to 25? Guys, to be straight with you, Bitcoin could go to 27 or 28 or maybe even 30,000, 30K. Okay, it could. You see down here in the RSI, it's still trending up. If Bitcoin comes down just like that in the RSI, and it could pull off another wave, guys. I'm telling you, it can. We could be in the midst of the FOMO wave, and probably are. And I got another idea. I got something else I'm going to show you in the longer time frames with Bitcoin too, guys. So if it does that, and the other thing is too, you want to pay attention to, if Bitcoin is going sideways, you go look at some of the charts, okay? I've been noticing this in some of the charts. You know what chart's doing that? Aptos is doing this. So you go to a lower time frame chart, right? And you see the price of it. The price is going sideways like this. Just like that. And then you come down here into the RSI. You know what you'll see? You'll see the RSI bleeding off, guys. Just like that. Just like that. Price going sideways, it's bleeding off. And boom, I showed you evidence of that. Bitcoin did that in 2020 and 2019 in those waves. That first wave that it did and its third wave. So now we're going to go to a higher time frame on the weekly with Bitcoin. Let me put on logarithmic too, guys. I'm going to show you some things here. All right. So, all right. Okay. Here's the thing with Bitcoin. If this right here is most likely the bottom right here. It didn't come on top. It didn't come into the wave territory of this wave right here. So the argument is that the experts are going to tell you this is wave one, this is two, that's three, back down for four, and that's five, and that's the end of it. And they're going to give you all the reasons and their expertise. To be straight with you guys, you just don't know until the waves start. You just can't know until these things start doing something, and then you can get an idea. So here's the thing right here with me on this wave 1, 2, 3, 4. The problem I have with this wave right here, that is one wimpy wave 5. That is one wimpy wave 5, guys. I would be more willing to say that that is wave 5 of the whole third wave. It's a fifth wave extension of the third wave, in my opinion. That's more likely what I think it is. It looks like it is on Ethereum. I don't know. In the cryptocurrency market, a commodity type thing like gold and Bitcoin did a wimpy wave 5. Commodities are not doing, look at gold right now. Gold's going into a wave 5. It's peaking right now. It's going to come down, probably do a little bit of a correction, but it's just going to keep on rolling. It's going to keep on rolling more than likely on gold over there, guys, because it's going into a wave 5. It's going into a wave 5, and typically what that is. So what am I saying with Bitcoin is that you do have a shot over here, 1, 2, and this whole thing was a 3 and maybe a 4 over here. And then if Bitcoin's going into a wave 5, Bitcoin's going to break all-time highs. It's going to break all-time highs, probably just go beyond them and correct it. Because usually Bitcoin's wave 5s are going to be as long as the wave 1 right over here. Do you see that? 373%. So let's say that's the bottom right there on Bitcoin. 373%. Where would that put Bitcoin if it had the same? There you go. Just beyond all-time highs. Right there, 73,000 for Bitcoin if that is a wave 5. Okay? I just want to let you guys be aware of that. Now, if this is the whole thing, right here, I hope it is a wave 5. Personally, I do hope that it is, because you know what? That thing is going to blast. It's going to, like, from here to there, it is going to blast. You're probably not going to have a massive correction like this wave 1 over here, guys. You see this wave 1 to start, okay? It's the reason it had to have wave 1 and then wave 2 has deep corrections over here. This wave 5 probably not going to have super deep corrections, in my opinion. I don't think so, guys. It's just going to go off and it's going to complete that. It's going to complete that. So we shall see. We shall see what's going to be going on with it. Now, the other reason, too, I'm going to go over the wave 5 theory is that you come over here to Ethereum. Okay, here's Ethereum on a weekly chart, right? Here's Ethereum. Okay, so you got the argument, too, with Ethereum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then this is wave 2. Like I said, guys, that is a wimpy wave 5 for Ethereum. Typically, the wave 5, that wave 5 for Ethereum, if I count that wick, I count that bottom wick all the way down there, that's 175% on that wave 5, and it's wave 1 down here did a grand total of what? 384%. That's a wimpy wave 5. Like I said, with Ethereum, guys, I am more willing to say that Ethereum did 1, 2, and this whole thing is a 3 with the fifth wave extension, short correction, and then it's back down. This right here is a wave 4, and a wave 1, 2 of the 5, and it's going to go into 3 of the 5, back 4, and then a 5th like that. Is more than likely what I think that Ethereum is going to be doing, guys. So prepare accordingly. And if Ethereum is doing that, Ethereum has a better shot than Bitcoin of doing that. You know, maybe Ethereum is going to be going into a wave 5, and Bitcoin is just going to stay in that. It made started as a wave 1, a whole new cycle. They don't have to be together, guys. They don't. It's not. There's no law or rule that says Bitcoin and Ethereum, they have to be in the same sequence all the time. There's nothing there that says that at all. And maybe that's saying that Ethereum is going to be taking, you know, more market share away from Bitcoin, and it very well could be, guys. You know, like the argument about Bitcoin and how it's a hard asset, right? It's more like a, if you will, a store of value, kind of like gold, even though it's very volatile. But gold's kind of volatile too. It kind of depends. But the thing is that I look at Bitcoin differently than I do Ethereum and the other chains, guys. That's technology. That's technology right there. And you know, being able to use the blockchain at banks, with social media, games, things like that. It's not going to be Bitcoin. It's going to be the blockchains. It's going to be the technology, the software, guys. So maybe Ethereum's going to take over, and it's going to be based off Ethereum right here. Ethereum has the network effect. Overall, the other cryptocurrencies, right? Most of them are built on top of Ethereum, right? Polygon, or the layer 2's example, right? So that's a possibility. And I would think that you are probably in the midst of a FOMO wave. If the correction comes along, in my opinion, what will I be doing? I will be buying the dip. If you get a dip. Okay. So let's go right over here to Ethereum. I'll show you guys something real quick. If you get a dip, you check this out, guys. We're going to go right over here, Ethereum's wave 1. Right here. You got one shot. So Ethereum bottom at 84 bucks, and it went all the way up to 162, and it came back down to 100. And pretty much after that, you got one shot. Now you got a second shot on the second wave over here. Don't get me wrong. But on this wave, if you were trading this wave, okay, from what was this? December of 18 to June of 19. So 6 months, a 6-month wave, right? You got one shot, and that was it. It was off. Okay. Not to say you can't enter in here, though, right? You could enter in there and then still ride that up and make some serious gains. But I'm just saying, guys, is this the same thing over here? Is it the same thing over here? Look, here's a wave, and it up. Is it going to come back down? And then is it off? Don't know, guys. Don't know. Look at right over here. Look at this wave over here. Ethereum right over here. It went up into a wave. That wave's a little bit bigger than this wave, and it came back down. And look at that. Look at that wick. Kind of like over here a little bit, you see? Came back down, and it's up and over. It's just a little bit bigger, drawn out, okay? And it's the, you go over here to Bitcoin too, guys. Let's go over here to Bitcoin and show you something. You see, over here in Bitcoin in this wave, same thing. Dip, one shot, and then pretty much, people watched it go up. Hey, there's people over here. They're still over here, like just watching this, going, oh, wow, that's a Bitcoin. Nice bounce, Bitcoin. It's an awesome bounce. How many of these guys are going to just say, yeah, at what point, how high does it need to go before they say, it is no longer a bottom? This thing's going to be a 35K. Watch. You guys watch. This is going to be a 35K. They'll be like, Bitcoin bounce, guys. Are you out of your mind? What are you doing? If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor. Drop a like. Hit the subscribe button. Peace.